My name is Jay Maniakal. I'm 42 years old, and I'm a professional tattoo artist. Right currently tattooing an ink lightened tattoo in Elizabeth, New Jersey. I've been here going on 2.5 years. I recently moved to New Jersey from Coney Island, Brooklyn, which is where I'm from, which is where I tattooed for the past, give or take, 15 to 17 years. Brooklyn and Manhattan as well, actually mostly Manhattan. But I used to own a shop in Coney Island, in Brooklyn, that ended due to Hurricane Sandy and many reasons. So I migrated to Jersey. Ultimately, in the beginning, might sound a little selfish, but I decided to become a tattoo artist because I didn't want to work. And everyone works, and I just wasn't into working. So I figured, what can I do to make money good enough to support myself without working? That's not illegal. And considering the fact that I've been an artist my entire life, starting with graffiti, failing classes because all I did was doodle in my, textbooks and whatnot, it turned into this. I started to tattoo, and I never stopped. The first tattoo I did was on myself, which is right here. And I seen that it really didn't come out too bad at all, and that's when I knew that I could definitely do this, and I just snowballed from there. It's not something that I'm doing to become famous or anything. It's just something that I do that I love to do, that I enjoy to do. I paint for medium, not as often as I should, nowhere near as often as I used to years ago, but I'm trying to force myself to get back into it now, which is something that I like. But I do music as well. I write. I produce hip-hop with some friends of mine, lyricist-wise. I used to write poetry a lot as a child, along with my drawing, and it, transformed into one of my boys saying, "Hey, why don't you write some raps?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'm actually pretty damn good at it." So yeah, I do that, and besides that, I'm probably the hugest pro wrestling fan in the world, and I spend a vast majority of my time off sitting at home watching WWE and AEW, pro wrestling, and every independent circuit there is out there, and Rick and Morty. So for people that view tattooing as something to look down on, or kind of reject for whatever reason, especially when it comes to employers or parents, I don't agree with it at all, honestly. I think it's pretty silly. It's unnecessary, especially in today's day and age. It is 2020. Tattooing has been on the rise of popularity for well over a decade. To deny someone a position, or to even scrutinize anyone in any type of abnormal way because of their tattoos is in my opinion, it's basically being prejudiced. It's unwarranted, and it's silly. That's pretty much how I feel about it. I mean, for someone to actually be treated a certain way because of their body art being presented or exposed is borderline racist, if you ask me. I mean, I know it doesn't have anything to do with race, but it's that mentality for someone to say "Hey man, whoa, hold on, this tattoo." It's bullshit. Excuse my language. It angers me to the point. It's like, what's the difference between you not liking me because I'm black or white, but now you don't like me because I'm pink, green, and orange with my tattoos? You know what I mean? It's like, you're judging me on my appearance. You're judging me on my exposure to my creativity. So it's just dumb. Today, it's that, but obviously many years ago it wasn't. That stigma was real and legitimate. You didn't have tattoos unless you were a gangster, or a convict, or Hell's Angel, or whatever. That's where that comes from. But if you go back in time 1,000 years, the only ones who had tattoos were God-fearing, spiritual, dudes who sit on mountaintops in Peru and sip ayahuasca. So it's it varies what time we're talking about. Yeah, the industry of tattooing is definitely very accepting, except for other people who want to be tattoo artists. It's accepting for the client, it's accepting for the customer, but we tend to not really accept people that want to become tattoo artists too often, because it's just very oversaturated nowadays, and everyone thinks they can be a tattoo artist when, in all actuality, you have to really have that gift. It's not all about the art. It isn't. It's all about the art plus many other things that come with it, like knowing, being knowledgeable of the human anatomy, making sure that you understand that you're basically doing cosmetic surgery on its lowest level. You're dealing with blood, you're dealing with skin, you're dealing with a medical procedure. Ultimately, I mean, you might not be looked at like that, but it is. I'm cutting you. You're bleeding. We're transferring energy. It's an ancient blood ritual, actually. But yeah, it is very open. We are usually very friendly, happy people that love everything. But for the most part, you got a lot of bad apples that might make that statement not true, but it is for the most part. We're cool.
Yeah.
One morning at about 4:30 a.m. on 6th Avenue in Manhattan, at an old shop that I used to work in called Whatever Tattoo. This was about 7 years ago. 2 drunk college kids came out of a bar, and it was literally like 4 in the morning. I was getting ready to close in about an hour. Crazy shift time, yeah, but that's how it is in Manhattan. One guy lost a bet, and losing that bet made him have to get his friend's initials tattooed on his scrotum. And everyone in the other shops that were on both sides of my shop, which was several, because that's the strip, and there's like, many shops there, they all turned him down and, freaking out, homophobes or whatever. No way, I'm not doing it. And I didn't have a problem with it. I've been tattooing a long time. These are things that these are things that happen when you're a tattoo artist. It's like if you're a doctor, like, oh no, I can't look at that, you know what I mean? It's like, it's part of the job. You gotta do it, I did charge the shit out of him though, I actually charged him $400 as a handling fee alone, plus another $200 or something for the actual tattoo. So yeah, that was like a $600 sale for less than 10 minutes of stabbing some dude's nuts with a needle.
How was he in the chair? Was he like...
He was fine. I mean, it was fine. It was very quick. It was over in less than 10 minutes. Just single, 5-round liner initials that was just like, that's it.